computer, turn on your phone. 'Cause it's about to go down, one volume, one tone. Yeah, Charles and me, we're about to take you on guitar safari. Turn on your computer and turn on your phone, 'cause it's about to go down, one volume, one tone. So it's Friday night, and Seth has muted himself once again. And
can you hear me now?
Can hear you now. Just
so
like
what's bullshit is that I can hear. So for you, I'm not hearing. I'm hearing you, not in my ears.
Oh, that is interesting. Your setup is interesting tonight. Then it's been difficult. All right. Well, it is Friday night. It is time for Guitar Safari, and Seth and I are ready to go. I think.
What?
I think we're ready to go.
No, fuck no, we're not ready to go. My audio's all jacked up. This is bullshit. The hell? I can't use this. This is gonna be a little bit weird. I'm gonna have to turn this up. But to you guys, I sound okay. It's your normal love. Like you can hear the love in my voice and how much I care.
Mm-hmm.
And if you listen closely, you can hear how much I love guitar. Okay, all right, let's move on. I'm just going to try to turn this volume up.
All right, well, you get yourself situated. I'm going to go through the chat here and welcome folks in.
Okay.
Fireside Studios, who had an awesome short video today. He's got a really great long-form video out with kind of the background of how he does stuff. And I'd love to see more of that long-form content from Herb. It was really good. Really appreciated it. And we got Cushman NYC.
What up, Cush?
Having him on chat with Charles, and
fuck yeah,
great supporter of the channel here and of Guitar Safari in general. We got Nelson Rodriguez saying hello to Cushman NYC and Herb of Fireside Studios.
What up, Nelson?
Buddy.
The hell?
And we got Unfucking Believable saying hello to all his friends.
Unbelievable's in the house. I always feel like whenever I say his name, suddenly I can't curse. I'm always like, unbelievable.
That's funny.
I'll say the real F word 4 other times.
I have the opposite response because once I've said his name, I feel like I've got a license to curse.
No, I know. I always hear that you kind of go into it. You go for it full effing believable.
That's right.
I need to maybe step that up. But
and of course, Randy Krause saying hello to all the Safariists.
Randy Brooks in the house.
And I don't think we say this enough, how much you and I appreciate Randy Crooks.
Well, yeah, he's got a press.
He appreciates a guitar, I'm telling you.
Yeah, he's got, anybody who has one of my guitars and can pick it up and enjoy it gets to, I know that they're playing on another level because they're playing a Presley.
Well, but I've got a bone to pick with him because he said Phil McKnight made him buy another guitar. I thought, I'm hurt. I thought we were his only sources.
Well, no, Phil McKnight has that company that he went in on, right?
But yeah, but he's not with them anymore. So,
is he doing his own thing separately now?
Well, he's just still doing the Phil McKnight thing,
Okay, but he doesn't build his own guitars now and sell them.
Not at all.
I kind of fell out of that circle because the chat moves too fast. I can't be, and when they need to invent sub chats.
Phil is a really likable guy, but I think after you've been in the community for a while, you're ready to go on to other things.
Yeah, no, but I always watch like his videos when they come out and stuff. But
sure. I love his workbench videos for sure.
Yeah. But I can't hang in the chats because I can't talk to anybody. I see the names go by of friends, but it's kind of useless to even say hi
quickly, right?
Yeah.
Well, we got Earl Cooleye saying, "What are we drinking?" Well.
But Charles got into it.
Yeah, because Seth isn't drinking anything
tonight. You got to double up for me.
All of it tonight. So
gotta take care of it. I am drinking. I'm just drinking juice, bubbly water and juice.
Very. Yeah. And I've got a margarita on the rocks over here, so I'm doing all right.
Oh, well, hey, you're winning. That's what we say. You're winning.
Well, and going with our theme here, Randy is playing
Yes.
guitar to keep it fun. He just bought a PRS CE that is due to arrive on Monday, playing guitar with whoever will allow him to play and trying to learn some new tunes.
What? Ah, I see the CESE by PRS, you see.
I think there's too many letters.
No, it's just that I see the CESE PRS, you see.
Very much so.
Did you see that I saw the SE CE? Oh shit! I had it and I just spiral. It was close. I was going for it. You got to go for it if you're gonna live. If you're gonna live in on the edge.
Okay, Kush, I need a little more information here. He says he's playing with a little band that keeps things fun while learning. Didn't know Kush with a band.
I'm playing
you, the one who takes care of all our amps and is the fountain of all our amp knowledge. Appreciate you.
Nice.
Searching for Tone, one of the coolest channels on the YouTubes.
I've been checking out his channel lately. I've been over there.
It is all. His videos are entertaining. Guys got some of the best thumbnails out there. And
here's the thing. Can I tell you just real quick tangent? So Brian is a retired firefighter. Am I right?
That is.
And you are retired military, right?
I am not retired military. I did 6 years active. I did another 3 in the reserves, but not retired. No.
Well, you're not retired. Okay, but you're military. Anyway, what I'm getting at is I find that in life, the people that I kind of mesh with, that I end up liking, when I get to know them a little bit more, inherently, they're people that deal well with or don't have major problems with fear overall. If you deal with fear better, in my opinion, you have a different attitude towards life and other people, and just it gives you a confidence and it gives you this stature that, and then you can be more kind to people when you're not afraid. So I think that's why I identify with, Ben. Ben spent a ton of time on stage and doing whatever else he's done to kind of not have fear. And you can tell that that's in his personality. So
that's an interesting take on things. It's really kind of cool. And I want to welcome in River Docs. He's saying, "What's up, guys and gals? This is one of the coolest cats on YouTube. He has a great documentary channel. If you haven't been over there, you are missing out."
Well, when you got some time and you're like chilling and you're like, what should I, and you're scrolling and it's pointless, take a second and go straight there and then find some content, because it's cool stuff there on River Docs. Very cool.
We got our buddy Michael B. He is working and listening as usual. Appreciate it. Another cool guy.
What are you working on, Michael B? Is he working on guitars usually?
I bet you he's working on something with the band.
Oh, okay. Working on some music or some recording or some setup of some kind of something. Mm-hmm.
Definitely want to welcome.
Thank you for the distortion pedal. It was really fun, and I'm still not done playing with it. It's still right here. But I was A-Bing it with my very dirty channel on my 3-channel Mesa Boogie to the distortion pedal going into the front of the Mesa on the clean channel.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yep. We got our buddy Wayne McConnell. Hope Wayne is doing really well.
Wayne.
Appreciate that guy. He's a lot of fun having chats all the time.
Yeah. Wayne, in Wayne in the membrane, in Wayne in the brain. When he went with Wayne, got insane. Oh, shit. That'd be a good party song.
And we got Dwight Bailey, who's taking really good care of My American Guild. Appreciate that.
Just shine it up. Maybe new strings. And remember, we like codeds on there. You can throw some codeds.
True. And Eddie Fay, the voice of wisdom on YouTube, the one giving us all kinds of recommendations about things we should be doing or asking the best questions during the
Yeah,
chat.
let us know what's the fun part. What's the fun part for you guys? I know it's buying new stuff, buying guitars, fixing guitars, upgrading, getting a new pickup. I forget who it was. I heard somebody the other night that bought like 8 Seymour Duncan pickups when they were on sale, or 7 Seymour Duncan pickups. That's hardcore. That's a lot of pickups. That's a major pickup investment, is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? You buy 7 pickups. I might buy 2 pickups, but 7 pickups. Holy pickup order. Seymour Duncan was like, yes, somebody hit their quota that day. They're like, yes. And usually 7. I mean, I don't know how many.
Get a gold star.
I mean, you think they sell a day? I mean, custom pickups. I mean, you might sell. You're not selling 100 pickups a day, are you? Maybe. Well, if you count the ones that they're selling to, manufacturers, putting in tons of guitars, then you got your numbers, huh?
Yeah, but those aren't real numbers. It's the individual sellers. That'll works. Ken is here from the West Coast. Appreciate you.
What up, hip? Mm-hmm.
We got this guy called Ben Coombs.
We were just talking about Ben Coombs.
You think he's
not afraid? Then some of your friends that aren't afraid end up getting you into fights that you didn't want to be in. Just because they're not afraid doesn't mean that you can't logically be afraid of people that are obviously larger or trained in capoeira. You know, mess with that. I don't know. It's even hard to say that, but it's you end up getting beat up, is what I'm saying.
And you know, wherever you find Crispman NYC, you find Dan Gorman. Hello there, buddy.
What up, DG? What up, Dan? I knew a Gorman. Actually, it might have been that I drove through Gorham, Maine a lot. We used to drive by, so maybe I didn't know a Gorman, but I do know you.
Well, I knew a Gordon once. He's an awfully green fella.
Gordon Green?
A Gorn, you know.
Yeah, I missed it.
You're gonna watch your sci-fi. I'm just telling you, man.
Oh, I don't. I have you ever seen? Oh, I don't think that you have seen District 9.
That I haven't.
Holy sci-fi! If you haven't seen it, oh my God! What we'll do here, Charles, is I'll pay you $10, and if you don't love that movie, you don't have to give me the $10 back.
Okay.
If you love it, like I know you will, you have to give me $30.
Oh, I see how this is going to work.
Is that fair? Because you are going to love that movie that much.
All right, I'll watch it. We'll contact each other.
All right, I'm just saying. I'm sending you $10.
Bo, we got Bo, who's on that mission to God to put the band back together.
You're going to do it.
I'm waiting for promotional posters, Bo. I'm just saying.
And I'm telling you, if your drummer can't make it, then because I can hold that down. Also, I could do bass. You're not doing any walking bass lines, are you? Or you're regular stuff? I got you. Let's see, most guitar stuff. Though if I'm in a band, I don't really want to do guitar. I do guitar all the other times in my life. Rather sing.
And we got Rico B.
Rico, I don't have my earbuds in because of my whole weird debacle, so I can't. I guess I could just try this. Rico B.
Awesome.
I'm sorry.
Hey, Keith H., you are here, and we're doing fine. Thank you.
Somebody said, "Oh, you moved me over." The Katana is working on them. Katrina is working on them. Oh, I thought somebody was talking about a katana made them happy. You know, my little spark amp makes me happy for what it was, for how much it cost.
Okay. Oh, see, every time Michael Krause just kind of gets on Ben a little bit, it makes me happy.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, it's always a fun back and forth with the fellas, as it were. But spark amp makes me happy. It's easy, good tones, quick.
Seth, this Steve Reeser fellow is in the chat here. Going to be my guest on Sunday on Chatting with Charles.
Oh, very cool. We'll get a backstory. We'll know a little bit more about what's going on with Steve.
We're going to know.
This right-handed, left-handed situation.
And Gary's made his way in. And welcome in, Gary.
What up, GTR?
And we got All's G.
Who's All's G?
Ooh, I don't know.
Ooh. Oh, well, hey, All's G. Somebody wants to say hi.
Who the fuck is this new guy? You don't even know that. Hey, we might love this guy, but we might not.
I think we're gonna love him. I think we like most of the people that come here, Sherman. So why don't you?
Sherman needs to work on the people skill some.
And he's never been good at that. But if you even watch the movie Peabody,
I know that we sent him to that cultural sensitivity training and the sexual harassment training, and Eddie was part of that.
No, but Eddie did learn a lesson. Eddie learned a lot. He's the GOAT. He is the GOAT.
He is the GOAT.
Mm-hmm.
And we got one of the most interesting guys on YouTube, Hobo Roadie.
Hobo Roadie. Hobo Roadie could build a fort out of amplifiers that I could probably live in. Mm-hmm.
And we got the guy with the coolest avatar ever, Time Surfing Alien.
That is pretty cool. Have you ever seen, they make a Halloween costume that's like an inflatable thing? You wear a little fan on it, on your belt, and it inflates this thing that looks like a alien is holding you. Ever seen that? No. Oh, shit. I'll have to send you a link. One of the kids had it at school. It was great. It was beautiful.
And so one of the things that BC Rich does in order to have some fun, he switches guitars. And when he starts to get stale 3 weeks or so, he moves on to another one.
You know, that's a good, I do that. I do it a lot. I do a new guitar every week until I find the one. Well, usually I'm dialing one in. So I'm playing that guitar and then I'm playing whatever else. Yeah.
And we've got Steve Cassidy guitar with us. So he's saying hello, guitar humans. And it's kind of new to us within the last couple of weeks. So appreciate him coming in.
What is happening, Steve? For some reason, Sherman's not even jumping up to try to harass Steve. He must have met Steve previously. I don't know. I have no idea what's going on there.
I don't know where this is coming from, but Ben has put out there, weed helps with the fear.
Well, I wonder why I have so little fear. That's so hilarious because all the years,
actually, yeah.
You know, years of big wave surfing and hang gliding where you're literally jumping off of cliffs. I look back after, I was like, oh, yeah. That might have been part of why I wasn't so afraid.
Seth, I want to run this idea by you. River Docs is doing this thing lately where he's taken a bunch of his videos that are around the same band. Okay. And he strung them together. And he's running them on like a 24-hour live stream.
Genius idea. We've talked about this. Yeah,
more like a premiere than a live stream, right? And so he puts it out there. It runs for 24 hours. He goes in and out of the chat, connecting with folks and getting a lot of views that way. And it just seems like a really cool idea.
No, that's super smart and a good way to to get a lot of people to come and see the channel and because people like to click onto a premiere when it's running.
Yeah, I think the one going now is called Kings of Southern Rock.
Nice. I would like to see one on Fake No More. That's just because I love Fake No More.
And Herba Fireside Studios is saying it's like to say thank you to the community. His son has been in the hospital since Wednesday before Thanksgiving and hanging out with all us guys and giving a small reprieve from the stress. Well, Herb, we're hoping the best for him.
Totally. Yep.
And appreciate everything you're doing. We're sending all the good vibes, my friend.
Just hang in there. Got my good vibes for sure, dude.
Yep. Yeah. Where is the Trev?
Where is Trev?
I'm kind of feeling betrayed because, he's like a staple.
Probably it's date night. I'll be out on a date.
With Trev.
A little bit of me time. Sometimes you need it.
Gear Junkie 35 is in here. Hello there, my friend.
I've done a lot of 2 humbucker guitars, and I've neglected to do the coil splits in them when I do them, just because I'm lazy, I think, mainly. And so I did it in this pink Strat behind me. Man, they sound great so it's got now 6 tones and they're kind of all usable.
Nice.
So I'm thinking I might go back to like the sparkle Strat up there behind me, and then that pink Telly in the middle behind me, and just coil split them and put a
now,
little.
Is there one position you're vibing with more than others?
I like the middle position split. Sounds very stratty and kind of out of phase ish.
Can you say that one more time? The what position?
The middle position, because it's a 3-way. It's a 3-way blade switch.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah, the middle position split.
And Michael B is bringing us back on topic. He says, on the topic, into band projects, I've never had time to get bored. There's always something to practice or gear to get ready, etc., etc. Nothing like playing at full volume a couple times a week. Awesome.
That's the thing. Full volume, feeling it.
Dream.
People wonder, like when you say, oh man, I was feeling it. Well, do you really know feeling it? Or you just say you were feeling it because you had like that, but you're feeling it when you're playing. When you're really playing, you know what it is. Playing loud.
Mm-hmm. And I don't know where this is coming from, but Saoirse Tone is saying, yeah, that's why I like Sweetwater. You can choose from a couple.
I just like the way that sounds. You choose from a couple. Oh, because he's probably talking about if you're buying a guitar online and you want to get the specific, you're actually looking at the top that you're going to get. You're looking at the wood you're going to get. Mm-hmm. There is something to be said for, actually just getting the one that you're going to get.
Yeah, for sure.
But sometimes I like the lottery with ordering parts, and when you get kit builds to do, there is a lottery with how good the top is, how good the mahogany on the back is. I've had a lot of good luck. I've only had to send one.
Yeah, it's like it's a list.
Mm-hmm.
It's a list. You got to go when you get a kit. You really got to go through it.
Yeah. Well, first of all, you got to usually change the hardware out.
Mm-hmm.
That's your first thing, because that's where they save a lot of the money. And then just make sure it's good. Also, spend a little bit more money for the kit if you can up front. Usually, you get better quality.
Well, Gear Junkie 35 bought 2 bass sets and bought 6 guitar. Got 6 sets. So he apparently, I guess he's been buying some strings.
Okay, yeah, killer deal. What was your deal? What was your deal per set? Because $5 a set is where I'm like, yes, that's a great deal. I'm on it. $5 a set. Let's do it.
I'm not sure what Unfuckable's talking about here. He says, come on, Chuck, give me a break. One break coming up.
Come on, Chuck, give me a break.
I don't know what I missed there, but you got it, buddy.
You do get a break. Just repost. Maybe we're missing this. We're catching up.
Always going to Motor City tomorrow. Always fun. Never acquired going there.
Never a choir.
I'm thinking he's going for a chore.
Yeah, never a chore. I get it. Yep. Don't get me trying to spell. That's terrible. That's why I don't even type in this.
And you got this fella here, Ed Nugent. I don't know who this guy is.
Oh, what up, Ed?
But say hello.
Where the hell's Todd Presley? He's boycotting. Oh man, that's funny. Probably out riding his well. It can't be riding his one wheel. It's dark. That would be even more dangerous than normal.
And it's raining there. It's raining blue steels at Gear Junkie 35's house. He's got his collection, and he's got his girlfriend's daughters, 2 ukuleles, 2 basses, 4 guitar collection to feed. Blue steels last forever. And at buy one, get one free. Only time is that's the only time.
It's genius. So you're telling me that blue steels last forever?
That's what the fellow's saying.
Okay. I like that. I like stuff that lasts a long time.
All right. So we've gotten to the end of our chat. So let's kind of get back all the way
You
on
got
the top.
more family member. You got Sarah Mark in the
Yeah,
house.
we got Sarah in here. She's my niece, and I want to say hello.
That's cool. My nieces are also cool. They never come to the show because they probably are embarrassed of me. As if I'm not the coolest uncle they could ever hope for.
I want to clear something up here, Seth. Yeah. Randy is not a rubbish guitar player. He actually plays pretty well, but he likes to sit in the background. You know what I'm saying?
That's when you have the most fun. Actually, that's probably the best guitar players don't have to step out there. There's just
Marshall Murray got a 3-pack of elixirs for $15, so he should be good for a while.
That's right. We're talking $5 a set. That's my zone. I like that zone.
So that's why he's late, because he's lurking from the Chinese buffet.
Ooh,
Kung Pao is more important than Guitar Safari. I'm just saying.
Wow, I like that kind of food. Wow, good time to eat a food. Sorry, that sounds racist. It's not. I love all kinds of people from all over the world. Chinese people are amazing, good folks.
So Eddie Faye is saying, true, Ben Combs. You could imagine Could you imagine
shows in the how you could do one of your shows in the format of Charles? Oh, Sunday morning. Oh, well, no, he couldn't imagine that because Sunday morning's taken. Remember when we used to do Guitar Safari on Sunday morning?
Yeah. Oh, I miss those days. I do miss those.
That was fun. But I work on Sunday mornings now. I have Saturday mornings off. But I think our Friday night thing is a better thing than doing Saturday morning.
Friday turns out to be a better time for this.
Friday's a better time. People are chilling. They might not be able to fully interact because they're probably
more formal than they are now. And I liked his. I love watching his Sunday shows now. They're so much more relaxed.
Martian Murray said, "Guitar is fun, dude." Martian Murray, I stabbed my freaking finger with a G string yesterday on a set of 10s that hurt so bad I almost quit guitar forever. I was like, you ever did? Because it poked in and then it dug up. It was just like the worst finger stabbing. Like it hurt so bad.
Let's rescue you from that. So, just because this is part of the bad, right? The thing you're talking about is part of the bad you're talking about. And the theme of the show is, well, how do you keep guitar fun?
Well, stabbing your finger is not. But anyway, it's all part of the fun, I guess. But, oh, my God, it's so painful. But anyway, how do you keep guitar fun? You just keep playing guitar. And oh, you know what? It is fun when you haven't played guitar in front of somebody in a long time, and then you play a little bit of guitar, and they're like kind of surprised or impressed. That's always fun. That's a good feeling, like when you can bust it out, and someone's like, "Oh, that was cool." Mm-hmm.
Eddie Faze, I can envision Ben Coombs wearing a Millennium Falcon shirt, asking, "Where does your guitar journey begin?"
Hell yes. Millennium, never pass up on a free Millennium Falcon because it won't be there the third time. All right.
Marshall Murray finds finding guitar pedal combos for fun.
That was fun. Playing with a little distortion pedal the other night. That shit is fun. Here's the thing. I find that I get way more than $100 worth of fun and enjoyment. If you're thinking about fun, like how we pay for fun, we pay to go to a movie, we pay to go do whatever we do for fun. So $100 to get a pedal, if you really can enjoy it for 4 or 5 hours, that's great. That's enough. And then you can maybe you keep it, maybe you resell it, maybe you give it away.
All right. Well, let's dive a little bit deeper. So into the idea though, because you and I, we kind of work with these things a little closer, and we get into these kind of high stress events with them, right? Trying to make sure that the guitar is perfect for the client.
Yeah. Yep.
So how do you
encounter less fun in those circumstances, right?
Right. So how do you get away from it all and make this whole thing fun again?
Switch over to playing the music, playing it and not messing with them, not setting them up, not doing this or that, just playing.
Yeah, it is when you get to have that hands-on time with one of your favorite guitars and play those songs that you've been wanting to play, right? That is just a ball of joy. I really enjoy doing our show tonight, and I do enjoy doing the Sunday show. But in terms of having real fun for guitar, it's figuring out how to play that thing I've always wanted to play.
Mm-hmm. I like playing along with my wife will play whatever music, and I'll sit there and can figure it out within the first 30 seconds, and then just play along with it. And then if I find one that I can't figure out in the first 30 seconds or a minute, or God forbid the whole song goes by and I'm looking for it, then I feel challenged by it, and I'll be like, oh, screw that, I'm gonna look that up. And I get out the phone and find out. Usually it's because it's some weird drop tuning if I can't get it, usually.
I love it.
But picking out a song like Stuck on You, I had heard that on just like a scroll on a YouTube short, some guy singing it in a deep voice. And I was like, all right. Yeah, I know that's Lionel Richie, but I never really heard it in that version, which I think I could pull off. So I started practicing Stuck on You, and now I feel like I kind of got that to where, if I want to bust it out, it's there.
It's there.
So that's fun, having one in the pocket.
Mm-hmm. Well, Hober Rody says Seth can totally enjoy how much fun it is every time he doesn't stab his finger. I've been getting more patch cables and stuff so he can add more amplifiers. It's more fun. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. You can go and do the wet, dry, wet, because you do that. It's super fun. You start to get in that big, wide open sound, real big sound.
I love this. Dastardly Dave says it is fun recalling a cool riff.
Oh yeah, or making up a, God, we even say it, new riff, because every riff's ever been written, but when you're writing something, you got something cool.
I tell you though, Seth, for me, there's kind of nothing more fun when you pluck the right note and it leads you to that riff you've always wanted to play, and you just
like you just hear it, and you actually, I think that's here.
Yeah, get to that right now. It's like putting it together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. There's actually you can play a game where it'll ring the note first, and it'll give you 4 or 5 seconds, and you'll think, first you'll think in your head, then you try for a couple seconds on your fretboard to find the note and know the note before it reveals what the note is. Those are fun.
Want to welcome in Zach Thong, the guy with the coolest collections of acoustic guitars anyone's ever had.
Mm-hmm.
So, Zach, how do you keep guitar fun? Through all the different things, the string changes, the setups, all that stuff. Zach, how do you keep it fun?
Well, he's mainly acoustics, right? You keep your acoustics nicely set up and tuned, and they're just a joy to play and have. They smell better than electric guitars, you pull them out of the case and they have that connection moment. I definitely have neglected my acoustics. I need to pull those things out playing. You're a wise man to have your acoustic out all the time.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they get the humidity, they get the things they need to keep playing well, right? They say the older an acoustic is, the better it sounds.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I got a 64 Gibson that sounds really good.
And Zach says he keeps it fun by playing every day. He's like, that's
day.
why I'm here, buddy. Come on.
You know, it's also been fun a little bit is teaching kids to play and feeding off of their stoke. It's not with all kids. Some kids are not stoked and they're just there to be at a lesson. But the kids that are stoked and are like excited about, whoa, I learned this thing and this is what I wanted to do. And now I can play that. That's fun.
Mm-hmm. Want to welcome in our buddy Ian's Guitar Shack. And
what up, Ian?
You know, Ian's a fun-loving guy. Ian, how do you keep your guitar fun?
Yeah. Well, he's got a guitar shack. So, I mean, there's a shack involved.
Just for the guitars.
Like usually, so for some, at some point, shack took on this positive connotation. Shake Shack, Burger Shack, Surf Shack. Like it's like a good thing. It's not shack's not a bad thing, I think.
Well, we got a cheers from Blue Mox. Saying cheers to the chat. Welcome in, my friend. So, you guys in the chats, how are you keeping it fun? That's what it's all about. Do
you go out shopping for stuff in the local stores, or are you internet shoppers? What's what would be the way that you would start to search? Are you doing the internet shop, or are you doing the got to go to the local places? Charles, I know that you go out locally and go to your pawn shops.
I like to go to the local pawn shops and see what's there. I kind of look at it as rescuing a guitar from the pound.
Yeah. We got a pawn shop, but it just seems to be too close down the street to the other guitar shops. I've never even been in there, but maybe nobody else goes in there either. But maybe there's a Charles.
Well, it's I've got the one near me that tends to have really good guitars. There's the owner's kind of a guitar guy. One of the main guys there is a guitar guy, and they know what to look for. And they know that when I come in,
right,
I want the best price, and I'll wait it out. And so we kind of have that back and forth. And I recently, Seth, I'm in a little bit of a mourning period here because the Japanese Gretsch I was shopping at went out the door.
Gone.
And it didn't go with me. A fella had a problem with that.
It's going to happen. Yeah, I know. But you're going to win some, you're going to lose some. Some are going to go out the door, and there's really nothing you can, it's all you can do to just get the ones that you can get and hold on to them.
Well, Blue Mox, he says he gets excited about a killer gear sheet, right? But he really loves that's all he got.
It's nice to have something on the way. Like when I knew that pedal was coming from Brian, speaking of searching for tone, I was like stoked, and really happy. Felt like a winner for once in a while. I was like, yay, I win. And so to have that, and then it gets here, and it's really fun. The thing I like about distortion versus overdrive is it's quiet. I mean, you don't need a ton of a noise gate for this thing, So when you're off of it, it's not super, super loud or quieter than an overdrive.
Love it.
A whole lot of fun.
Well, Gary says he gigged a lot, but on Xmas he played a nursing home.
Yes.
And his mom was at, and there were some of the best times he ever had. Lots of love all around.
And lots of good chills.
So I'm wondering if Gary is continuing to do that kind of thing,
Yeah. You should be taking some mushrooms down there and partying like it's 1999. Come on, folks.
Adding something. Oh, yes.
Everybody over 92 gets a double dose for free.
If you are part of the Ben Coombs member Patreon, there's a Water Buffalo meeting at 1 p.m. Eastern tomorrow.
3 o'clock.
I believe Ben, I'm not sure if Ben's put out the link yet, but if you're a usual suspect, you've gotten the link from me already. Seth, you should have gotten the link yesterday.
Oh, all right. Well, I'll try to make it. Yeah, 4 o'clock?
1 o'clock tomorrow, 1 o'clock Eastern, which is
Eastern.
Whatever it is your time.
Yeah, 3 hours. 4 o'clock. Yeah, that works. I think I can do 4 o'clock. It just depends. Saturday's my only day off to get.
And Eddie says to keep guitar fun, you take a song you love and you try to play the piano part on your guitar.
Yes.
He likes the challenge. He does.
I've been trying to do piano. Well, I say that, and I haven't been really applying myself, but I want to learn piano more. I need to learn some chords. I've been learning just the finger positionings and the basics layout, but I need.
Well, I love this because Ian's been kind of rotating around his gear, and he says he hasn't played his deluxe reverb in a while, and he did that today, and it feels kind of fresh.
Yes, I mean, break out that gear. I like how Ben has all his amps set up, and he can just switch and go pretty quick from amp to amp, pedal board to pedal board.
I love how he has, he's got them in stereo, set up in stereo.
It sounds great in that room.
He's running both the Marshall and a Fender at the same time, which is get that great tone.
They're getting a good blend. Yeah.
But don't tell him because it kind of goes to his head.
Good tone's good tone. Yeah. Good tone. And he's also just lucky the way that it works with his scenario with the microphone. That's just a good set. That's just luck. It is. That's great.
Well, Blue Mox did get a $6.99 Frankie today. It needed a full setup and,
dyslexia, Ben.
Rod, but an hour later, it was fucking killer.
What? That's great.
That's nice.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I know, Ben. I wasn't going to mention it. He thinks he's ahead, but he's behind.
I'm always dyslexia. I was like always flip flop. I just gotta make sure.
One day it's going to all catch up with him. It'll just be fine.
It's fine.
And Jason hasn't fired up his Mason in a minute, so he might have to crack out, with the 2 notes.
11, 12, 1, so is it?
Power tubes can do. And he says it's a really clean and glassy, smooth sound. So, I look forward to that.
Yeah, fire up the Mesa. That's what I'm saying. Although I have my Fender right next to it, but I don't use the Fender as much. It needs new tubes. It does need new tubes.
Yeah. So you got the Fender, and you got the
PV.
The Mesa, and then you've got the PV.
And I actually have 2 PVs. Got a Bandit too that is cool because it's got a.
So which is your preferred among those?
The Mesa is probably the best out of the 3 because it's the most versatile. And I took it right at the beginning of the pandemic, and when everything was kind of shut down, I kind of was able to get it backdoored into Mesa and had the tech completely go through it when they had time to do it, I guess, and they just kind of hot rodded it, and it's been really sweet ever since. So that has kind of been but I couldn't play it at my old place because it was just too loud. To enjoy it, it has to be a certain volume,
Mm-hmm.
But here I can play so loud. It's almost too loud for me when I'm playing. So I can play loud here. It's great.
So is there a style of music that you like playing with the Mesa above the others?
No, because the Mesa has 3 channels and it's got all 3. It's got super clean, nice clean, and then it's got a medium grit channel, which you can dial for bluesy really good, and then it's got kind of all out big time gain.
Good all around?
It's a good all around, really. I don't even really use it with pedals typically, although I was using going back and forth, trying the high gain and then trying the pedal and seeing how close I could dial the 2.
Nice.
It was fun. Yeah, so that was fun. That was just some time down here alone in the workshop, not working on guitars. I don't know if I told you, I started doing the repairs for the guitars at the school that I work at. So the whole music department had been taking them to a local shop and dropping them off and then paying substantially more than probably I'll charge a little bit less. And now they don't have to take their time to take them to and from the repair shop. So I started repairing those. That's where I stabbed my damn finger. Was one of those strings. Oh, it was so painful. I mean, oh my God, that was worse than the tattoo on the back of my neck.
Oh, it always is, because you're never expecting it when it happens.
Oh, and it was deep, and it was like it stuck, and I had to pull the string out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was bad. So the worst, it was like most guitarists have experienced that pain, and it is a pain. And if you haven't, just go to your guitar right now and find a string that is sticking up a little bit, and just take your finger and go onto it. And
I love it. Love it.
Feel the pain with me. It was bad.
Well, anyone that's ever changed a string has been there.
Right. Hey, I hope it didn't offend that new person. I hope Sherman didn't offend that new person earlier, because they didn't chat anymore. I'm sorry if they went away forever. That's the problem, Charles. With me, you win some, you lose some.
I told
subscribers, that is.
He's going to have to go back to customer service class, and we might as well hit him with the full round of customer service and cultural
sensitivity training. Yep.
And just for good measure, to make HR happy, we'll send him through the sexual harassment one as well.
Oh, totally. Yeah, he needs that one for sure.
Yeah,
Switching guitars is fun. Sometimes I play my Pink Jazz Master. Ooh, come on now. I like Pink. Look at it around me. 3 out of the 5. Hold on. Not 5. Gee, I'm robbing myself of 3 guitars there. Come on. Then sometimes the green one, and sometimes my Jag. Yes.
For sure.
I just sold that Mustang.
See, I like Ian's style here, because he says, I think I need a longer guitar cable so I can move around the living room more.
Oh, yeah. No. Or a wireless. That's
all the moves. Yeah. Why not?
That will be one of my inexpensive. There's a couple things I want for Christmas. I want new earbuds for my iPhone, and I want a wireless for my Spark, the Spark wireless, so I can go out on the deck, leave the Spark inside, and use that almost like use the whole house as a little amplifier. Sit outside in the summertime and just jam. It'll be fun.
And Dastardly Dave says, a Hot Rod Deluxe with a dual super lead.
Mm-hmm.
I've got an idea.
So that's 2 separate amps, right? Is it?
Yeah.
I got the Super 210, which is a great amp. It's a great amp. The red knob Super 210 from the 90s. It's great.
Well, Jason's gone with the Nomad 55 2x12 combo. Glassy to gritty. It's got flat glassy to Mark II quarter gain, and a yucky 3rd drive channel. Good for Voxy Spank. But it's a great pedal platform, right?
Yeah. So I think I have the Nomad 55, but it's not the combo. And it was a little bit hot rodded, because you probably have this thing too, with like a vintage and modern switch. So each of my channels has a sub channel. So it's 6 tones or 6 different options. And when I went in, I said, can we make this 3rd channel into give it the beans? I'm a Metallica kid. And
here's the thing I always wanted to ask you about that PV amp, because and I think it's maybe true of a lot of amps. I think you're better off going with a dirty pedal, kind of an overdrive pedal, to get yourself some dirt, rather than going with the overdrive channel on the amp. What do you think?
For keeping it quiet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and just getting a better tone overall.
You probably have more flexibility and more sculpt ability with the pedal versus just the overdrive channel on the amp. But I don't know. I mean, I'm just so used to the overdrive channel on my amp just being pure without using any kind of pedal that so I've sculpted it there, and it's just kind of my tone. And then I have my EQ that I use to match my Strat versus humbucker guitar, single coil versus humbucker.
I think the chat's a little confused because they've gone from talking about things that make guitar fun to a whole bunch of incidents, and I think it all started with with your string here. For example, BC Rich is saying, "I once grabbed the tip of a soldering iron." Really neat form of agony there.
I have had a few good soldering burns. Yeah, that happened in different ways, just different stupidities. I burned myself.
I love this. Martian Murray, I stapled my thumb twice. The second time I was just trying to demo how I did it the first time.
You probably have done this. Have you ever sanded off the tips of your fingers?
More than once.
And like at the end of the day or at the end of the session, you're like, shoot, all the tips of my fingers really hurt. And you look at it like, oh, yeah, they're kind of gone.
The funny thing is you don't notice it until later.
Because you're all in it. You're doing it. Yeah. And then you're like, oh, blood. Oh, yeah. You're not supposed to hold it like a pencil. Yep. But we've all encountered, we could talk, this is just fun chat, right? Talking about guitar injuries that you've incurred. So everybody probably has seen somebody who got headstocked, who just got hit with a headstock. Somebody turned around and they hit somebody with the guitar. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah. Well, Martian Murray, he says, I used to use my hand to check to see if the stove was on, and it was.
By the way, yeah, I get that. Man, I'll tell you this, don't iron your shirts with no underpants on, because sometimes you tend to push that iron out a little bit too far, and depending on what is right there at the time, it's if you're lucky, you're getting your leg. But let me just tell you guys, I'm unlucky. It's many, many years ago, but yeah, now I know. At least sweatpants when you're ironing, because boy, you don't want the.
Oh my.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Holbert Rody's telling you a story to Blue Mox. He says, I once buried a 16-penny nail in my forearm with a nail gun. The guy who watched me pull it out had to go home for the day.
Oh God, yeah, I've seen some bad injuries, and we were talking about nail guns the other day because we got a new one at the shop at the school. That's the new kind that you really can't hurt yourself or shoot others with. And we were like, hey, you remember the ones? Couldn't you just kind of pull the thing back and just shoot your friend? And it's like, yep, I remember those. Those were great.
Well, and Ben Coombs is saying this for a friend. Try dropping the soldering iron on your bare foot.
Ooh, oh God, bare feet. Yeah, that's a thing. No soldering barefoot. Or I had one soldering burn that I just remember being really in a soft spot, or I just did something and I just let it creep over, and I didn't realize until it was too late. And it was just a very bad spot to have a burn in, and it just was painful for a while. And then you feel dumb, because I worked in a guitar shop. So if you burn yourself with your soldering iron, you're dumb, because everything's set up to not do that. You got clamps and you got, every device to help you is there, but still you do it like a human and do something stupid.
Well, Gary used to buy that D'Addario, strings by the 25 set box, and he was always stabbing his fingers trying to get them out.
Oh, the ones in the straight pull. Yeah. We would take them all the way out and we would put them in to where the ball end was out, but they were in these long tubes. I know exactly. Just trying to reach in and pull them out, you will always stab your finger.
I love this. Gear Junkie 35 saying, pride prohibits me from admitting how many times I've headstocked myself.
Or put your guitar and it slid or clunked, and my wife is always surprised on how easy I forgive myself for clunking a guitar, whereas I'll freak out if anybody else clunks one. But I guess that's a ding and needed. That's relicking if I do it. So
Well, say hello there, Steve Brand. How you doing, my friend?
What up, Steve?
And welcome in, Florida Claimers Ted.
Who the hell is Florida Claimers Ted? This guy is he's using that emoji that I love so much. Hold on.
Just an awesome guy in the chat.
I don't know, Charles. These guys, I don't know them, but they sure do seem cool because they use that emoji that Presley likes. I think that they're cool.
That was much better. I think that maybe he's been off.
Did he take his medication while we were?
Well, either that, he was reading the handbook. I did put the handbook out there that was like, and he wanted to try to keep up with Eddie because Eddie's ahead of it. He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. Eddie Van Halen was also the GOAT, but Eddie the GOAT is the GOAT.
I heard Eddie the GOAT's the real GOAT.
Mm-hmm. Tone is right. Searching for Tone is a great channel. Ben Coombs' channel is a great channel. River Docs is a great channel. Even when Terry posts videos, they're great. I got a guy, Charles 75N, good stuff.
I would never watch that guy.
Eagle, laying out the eagle. You're spreading the eagle is what I heard on the internet. And I said, hold on. Charles is spreading eagle on the internet again? And I'm not even a channel member. And it just came straight to me. Free content. Dr. Fabric Top spreads eagle. Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah.
It's a family chat here, Seth. It's a family.
Saying, I'm sorry, but just you were literally spreading the eagle onto the guitar. So sure, it sounds funny. Haha. Words are funny, Charles.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. It was you doing it, not me. Mm-hmm. I did consider getting a tattoo that had one leg going this way and another leg going that way. But I didn't do that. I don't think Sarah would have married me. Would have had that.
I don't know.
But we all know that there's one person in our chat that has that tattoo.
I've been dying to ask a question for a couple weeks here.
Oh.
And we have a little bit of time, so I'm going to ask it.
Okay.
I haven't seen a new Presley video in a while.
Oh, I know. I haven't done any videos at all since probably almost a year, coming up on a year.
Yeah. So what's going on there?
No, gave up.
I know you're a busy fella, but
I just didn't. So maybe I need to find a way to make that fun again, right? What I found was it was because of doing a lot of stuff that I do that I used to record is kind of work that I do. It made the recording of it an added layer of work, which was not fun. This is fun because this is so I set up a couple of things and I get the camera set up so my background is cool. But other than that, it's not really work, right? We're just hanging out here having fun, talking about cool stuff, rapping out with all these new people that are cool, new people showing up, don't even know them yet, and probably get to know them over time. That's cool, right? Get to know what guitars they got, how they play. I don't know. You're right. I need to make some damn videos, but I'm not going to do the same old shit. I'm going to do something that's original to me. That's not the normal guitar thing. I'm going to think of it. And I'm going to do it. That's going to be more original than what everybody else, what you see.
Well, you know who's coming on after us, don't you?
We pass it off to what the Mitch Heyman is happening around here, and Charles Green.
I love how Mitch allows Charles Green to hang around with him.
I know. That's cool with Mitch. And also, Charles is freaking awesome. He's a shredder. He's been around the block. He knows it.
And these gentlemen are coming up after us here, and so I've just thrown their link in the chat. And so you want to see Charles Green and Mitch Heyman having a great time together. They'll be on here and roughly about now.
Are they playing guitar too over there?
they play guitar over there all the time. Sometimes they talk, sometimes they play the guitar, sometimes they do the both. And but it is rocking it up with Chuck and Mitch. And
we appreciate everybody coming by this week and hanging out with us. Doing Guitar Safari Friday night hangout. We've had 30, even a couple more than 30 people here. It's been great, dude. It's fun, super fun.
But one of the things that Seth and I talked about in the green room before we started was this community makes guitar fun for us.
Exactly.
We appreciate you all so much in coming in.
It must be fun when their numbers go up. From as soon as they start, it's like boom. I love that, dude. That's great. That's how we started. Kind of. We wanted to go after Tony back in the. We're gonna go.
We started. We considering calling this live was almost not Guitar Safari. It was almost live after Tony.
Yeah. Yep. LA Lat. We're lat tonight.
Couple reminders. Mitch and Charles are on next. We gave you their link, and Ben Coombs has got his member Patreon hangout tomorrow, the Zoom hangout. Yep. So be there, be square. And
you on Sunday?
I've got Steve Reeser on the channel for chat with Charles on Sunday. Should be a good time. And those OU812 guys always have a great hang.
I'll go over there
live on Sunday. And Ben Coombs is going to have a great show as well. So
I'll be there usually Monday nights with Ben for sure. Sunday's tougher, but yep.
So we appreciate all you guys. Thank you for joining us one more time. Do whatever you can to make guitar fun for you. Enjoy your guitar journey, and thank you for being part of ours. And I'm going to leave you with my favorite song.
Come on, people. Charles and me, about to take you on guitar safari. So turn on your computer, turn on your phone. 'Cause it's about to go down, one volume, one tone. Yeah, Charles and me. About to take you on guitar safari. Turn on your computer and turn on your phone. 'Cause it's about to go down.